FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
There's been a lot of talk about the politicization of the judicial branch by the current administration. But isn't it true that the U.S. Supreme Court has always played something of a political role and has not been exempt from political pressures?
Absolutely. We don't want to be too naive about this. I regret what's happened to the court in the last year or two, as I've said. You know, the framers of the Constitution provided a method for appointing Supreme Court justices and other federal judges, which ties the appointments to the political system. The president makes the appointments, and he's going to make appointments that he likes. Franklin Roosevelt didn't appoint conservative judges. He appointed 7 liberal judges in a row. And, you know, it's a game that can be played by both sides. So I have to say it's not totally novel. I don't like it, what's happening now, not at all. And I think the appointments have been pretty far out of the mainstream, but that they're unconstitutional or something like that, no, that's the way the system works. What's different is this. There is one different thing that we should remember. Robert Jackson was a great lawyer, great American lawyer, who was one of the last important figures in American law who never went to law school but was trained as a clerk in a legal office. Came from Jamestown, New York, and became Solicitor General in the Roosevelt government, and then Attorney General, and then a Supreme Court Justice. And just before he went on the bench, or maybe it was after he was already on the bench, he wrote a book about the court in which he said, "Never for a single moment has the Supreme Court represented anything but the most conservative instincts in American society." And that had been rather true from the beginning, but it wasn't true after 1937, which was the year of the first Roosevelt appointment. It began to change, and the court that decided Brown against Board of Education did not represent the most conservative elements in American society, nor that same court that applied the protections in the criminal law, the right to counsel, the right not to be compelled to give evidence against yourself, all those other rights which had formerly been only valid against the federal government, applied them to state abuses as well. That wasn't a conservative court. So we've had a change. We've come in the last couple of generations to expect liberating, novel, socially reformist ideas from the Supreme Court. That didn't used to happen. On the contrary, the Supreme Court was an institution that often blocked social reform.